Welcome to Storytime with Pastor Steve. Today's story is Jonah and the Very Big Fish. It's based on the book of Jonah. It's written by Sarah Fletcher, and it's illustrated by Chad Fry. God spoke to a man called Jonah. "Up now, Jonah, go. Folks in Nineveh are wicked. Tell them that I know." Jonah did not want to do it, so he ran away. By the sea, he found a ship that sailed that very day. Jonah paid his fare and boarded. Then he went below. He was sleeping when God sent the wind, and wow, did it blow! Such a storm pounced on that ship that all the sailors cried to their gods and tossed cargo over, splash, the side. Then the captain talked to Jonah. "Wake up, fellow, pray." "It's my fault," admitted Jonah. "You can't run away from God, so they picked me up, boys. Tossed me in the sea. Splash! They did it. And a great fish gulped him hungrily." Jonah sat there in its belly for 3 nights and days, begging God for help. He'll save me, then I'll give him praise. Sure enough, God made the fish spit Jonah on the shore. There he sat all damp and battered. "I will run no more." "Go to Nineveh," God told him. "Tell them what I said." "Yes," said Jonah, and he hurried off full steam ahead. Look at him with all the fishy stuff hanging on him. Nineveh was such a large place, it took 3 days to warn the wicked people what the Lord was going to do. God will smash your mighty city if you don't repent. "We repent," the people cried, "but would the Lord relent?" Yes, he would. He spared the city that made Jonah mad. How could God forgive them? "God, they've been so very bad." Jonah left the city and sat sulking in the sun, but God made a wine vine grow to give him shade from the sun. Then at dawn, God sent a worm that nibbled on the vine till it withered up and dried. "Oh, great," said Jonah. "Fine. Why not let me die as well? I loved that pretty vine." "You are angry for a plant," said God. "A plant that's mine?" Nineveh was full of people, wicked to the core. "Shouldn't I forgive them, Jonah? Don't I love them more?" Jonah didn't want people from Nineveh to be forgiven because he thought that they were bad and wicked and nasty people. And he didn't want to forgive them either. But sometimes we do things that aren't so good, kind of rotten. And we want God to forgive us. So God showed Jonah that anybody can be forgiven. We all can be forgiven. And we thank God that he sent his son to suffer and die and rise again so that we too can be forgiven. May we be reminded of Jonah's story from inside the whale to the promise of God who brings us forgiveness. May God bless you today.